to change the music?
I will once I get going. Although this is all right if it stays like this. No, I love Breaking Benjamins. Well, this is good music today. Hopefully the wife is in a good mood tonight. Wants to massage me. Man, I tell you what, I had no idea what an advantage that was. Katrina should get half the credit for my IFBB Pro card. Having a built-in massage therapist to massage you every single night, holy shit, that was an advantage. I don't think I knew what an advantage it was until I didn't have it. Okay, I think we're going to let Kyle run the music today, since he has good taste. Yeah. Today's episode is brought to you by LMNT. Stay salty. Shout out to Jerry again for making sure that I have a fresh, clean bottle here. What would we do without her? She makes the world go round here. Keeps Sal in check, make sure he knows what he's supposed to be doing. Did you guys realize how many employees we had till today? Was anyone else surprised?
Not even everyone was here, huh?
Yeah. I know, that's not even the whole staff. That's like the...
There's a table right here.
That's the... Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, we thought it was a vase.
Yeah. Shows you how
Did you actually ask her?
No, I didn't even ask her.
Oh, I was like, it would have been funny if you would have flipped it up like a vase and you're like, I don't understand what kind of vase this is.
It looked like a vase or like an old like tank shell or something. I'm like, no.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, no, this is awesome.
So good there.
Does that look right? You can get rid of that
We
little...
got leather chairs coming. They just haven't got here
Oh,
yet.
these aren't bad. I don't think they look too...
All right.
Yeah, they look all right. So you have leather that's coming in here?
Yeah. That'll be good.
What are we doing today? Citrus. I really like this one. So, even though I'm not doing this right now, I found, so you boys know too, my favorite drink now is to get LMNT warm, okay, which sounds disgusting. Listen, hear me out. Warm, grapefruit flavor, okay? Get a huge, like a glass this big, full to the brim of ice, and then pour the warm grapefruit on that. Let it sit for like 5 minutes. It melts the ice just a little bit, because you know how salty this stuff is. In a small drink, that's really salty. So it waters it down just enough, and it makes this perfect, cool blend. It was the most refreshing thing I've had in a long time. Like, that was like, turn it into a drink. It's like a cocktail. I almost felt like I was getting drunk. Almost. No, I'm serious. Try that. Next time you guys take one of the ready to drink.
It feels like so much extra work.
It's not. It's not. It's better. Like, hey, this is like fresh out the tap, and it's all right, you know. But cold on the ice.
Try what I do with my Premier protein.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. Get a thing of ice, and I put a little bit of instant coffee with a little bit of water, like a shot.
Ooh.
And then I put the protein on top of that with a cold thing of ice.
And it kind of melts down a little bit. That's what I think. The grapefruit, it made the consistency, and then the temperature and the ratio of melted ice was perfect. I thought, oh my God, this is my new hack. And if you would have asked me, say 6 months ago, I would have said the grapefruit's probably like my least favorite flavor.
Oh, I love the grapefruit.
I love it now.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's Katrina and you. Yeah, this needs some vodka or tequila. That's what she says. Yeah.
Tequila would be great.
Oh, get out of here with that. I mean, the citrus one's really good too. But I'm telling you, pour a warm one over ice so it melts a little bit. It makes it fantastic. Okay, what are we going to do today? So a little bit of a dilemma. I really want a heavy deadlift. I squatted relatively heavy for me yesterday. So what I think I'm going to do a bit of a bro lift today. I'm going to do bis and tris, which the program does not call for that at all. And then I'm going to do some cable flies for my chest. So we haven't done anything for my chest in over a week and a half. I want to test it a little bit. Real lightweight, just isometric holds. Try and get a pump in the chest, see how it feels. and I'm just gonna touch some arms, and then we're gonna give my legs a little bit of rest so I can really get after deadlifts and back tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna make like a full deadlift back day tomorrow, and so I could have done that today, but I'm like, you know what? Let's give the legs a little bit more recovery so I can really get after the deadlifts tomorrow. So that's the plan. And since it's a bro arm day, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time priming. Okay. Although you might have saw me doing stuff on the floor already. I did shit at home. I do stuff at home all day. So just keep that in mind, okay? I probably still stood, huh? So let's just do some standard concentration curls. So I'm gonna go right after the 30s, even though I noticed when I was doing curls before that 25s, I started to fatigue. I think I'm gonna be okay. If I have to go back down, then I will. But let's go. Lightweight, easy stuff today. Here we go. Okay. So this might be the last week that I follow a MAPS 15 protocol. I think that we're approaching 4 weeks. After this week, we'll have finalized. I'm gonna get a body fat test real soon here just to make sure that I know what the fuck I'm doing and that we don't have to change too much. But I think I'm gonna move from the MAPS 15 into either a full body split, so like a MAPS anabolic type of protocol, or I might do an upper lower 4-day split. I haven't decided yet. And a lot of that actually is, to be honest with the viewers, it's more to do with convenience of shooting. I mean, I'm training right now 6 days a week and just 2 exercises. I think I can increase the volume of the workout and I'm okay. And it'll just be easier give me more days off during the week to have some flexibility. I think I'm more than ready to start to increase the volume of the workout, and I think we'll be fine. So originally I wanted to kind of stay 15 the whole way through, but this is just gonna be more convenient for what's going on with my life right now. Let's be real, that's life sometimes, right? Sometimes MAP 15 makes a lot of sense, especially when I had a newborn son. I love that program. But with everything we got going on with work, it's a little more conducive for me just to be training 3 to 4 days of lifting. And secretly, I want to do a little more in a workout so I can feel pumped up. Something about that. So interesting that normally I'm left-handed, like all my sports, right? So I'm normally left arm dominant, but because of the injury over here, this feels really light for my right, but on my left, I can start to just feel it fatiguing. So, gonna have to catch that up. That's 2 sets. I'll do 2 more, but what you might see me do is cut the reps short if I feel like I'm cheating the left side at all. Is that the wrap? What do you think? It looks kind of shitty from back there. It looks cheap.
The color and everything.
Oh yeah, that's ghetto. Really? That's kind of a weird. I mean, it's. What's cool is it brings the orange, I guess, in over here. I think everything just looks so classy and expensive, and then that looks kind of cheap. For what? The book. Oh, yours. But looking back, if we do a second book, yeah, Sal sharing the publisher numbers on his book. It's crazy how much they take advantage of people with that shit. It's a hustle. Yep. that's crazy. That's kind of frustrating. It doesn't even feel heavy, but that side can feel myself wanting to cheat those last couple reps. So we shut it short. That was 18 reps instead of 20. Maybe one more set like that. Trying to schedule this body spec thing, man. The times are weird. Weighed in this morning at 208. I'm down a pound, so I've been hovering around 209, 208, which is pretty crazy because I had 2 days back to back of over 3,000 calories, yet I came in under weight a little bit, which is funny. That's why you can't get that fixated on the scale. All right, one more. He's only got like one more month, dude. One more month. One more month of being that guy, huh? He's like, God damn, all that hard work for all those years, this fucker does it for 30 days and it already gets me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh. I think I'm gonna do something different for the triceps. So even though I'm avoiding direct stuff on the chest, or have been, I've done the incline press, shoulder press at a slight angle like this, so I incorporate a little bit of my chest. I think what I might do right now is a close grip bench press for my triceps, knowing that I'm still gonna get a little bit of chest. So doing these movements, since I'm neglecting direct work on my chest, where I can incorporate a little bit of chest, but it's not gonna put a ton of stress there, so I don't risk injuring it. So I'm gonna try the close grip bench press, see how that feels. I think I'll be okay, but I might have to change course, but let's see. So if I can do these things that touch a little bit of the chest, maybe I won't lose too much here. This is absolutely, so on the podcast, we've talked about the best exercises to build your triceps. The boys, both Justin and Sal, will make the argument in the case that dips are the best. I think that close grip, that's just personal for me. I saw the best gains on my triceps from close grip incline bench press. Something about the angle, the way I can load it, just feels so good. I'm not denying that dips aren't incredible too. I just find that I can load this and I can control feeling it in my triceps even more than like a dip. Like when I do a dip, it's hard not to allow the chest and the shoulders to engage and help with the movement. So even though it is a great mass builder for your triceps, I love the close grip bench press because I feel like I get those same loading benefits as the dips, and it's also a compound movement, right? Multi-joint. But I can actually concentrate on the triceps. So I normally would start with like 45s, but since I don't know what I'm gonna feel like, let's start with like a quarter on each side and we'll go from there. See how this is gonna feel. Okay, so let's see how this feels. See how this feels, boys. Wish me luck. Go up slow. Probably stay around there. And if it's still kind of easy, I'll just keep slowing the rep down. So here's an exercise that technique really matters. Here's a movement where easily by the position of our hands, the flaring of our elbows, it becomes a chest exercise, right? Simply tucking the elbows in, pausing at the bottom, concentrating on keeping the triceps flexed, extending with the elbows and the triceps all the way out, turns it into a tricep exercise. So this is like one of those movements where done properly, you get tremendous benefit for the triceps. Done incorrectly, and you feel lots of chest, lots of shoulders, and maybe a little bit of triceps. This is also why quality of reps is so important, form and technique is so important, learning how to contract all of your muscles. So a good thing to want to get to is to the place where if I told you standing still to flex your lat, you could flex your lat. If I told you to flex your delt, flex your trap, flex your arm, you want to be able to connect to a muscle and just contract by thinking about it. That's difficult for a lot of people to do, especially muscles like the back, like the chest. Arms are a little bit easier. But that skill is so valuable to understanding what you're trying to get out of the exercise and then thinking about what contracts that muscle throughout the entire movement. So here's a movement where if you just get under the bar and you start pressing away without thinking about what you're trying to accomplish, real easily this exercise turns into something that it's not, or that you're not trying to accomplish. So that mind-muscle connection is so important. All right, see how this feels. So on the way down, I'm thinking about resisting with the triceps. Right there on the bottom, I'm flexing the triceps, extend. Resist with the triceps on the way down. You get that isometric pause. I'm holding with the triceps, press up. So one of the things that we're pretty certain about is that it's a pec minor, either full tear or partial tear. I'm hoping to God it's just a partial tear. Part of that is responsible for articulating my scapula. So this is so important to keeping the shoulders retracted and depressed, because I got to be able to do that. And why I keep getting shoulder issues is because that muscle that we tore is responsible for articulating that scapula back into that position. And so again, I'm exaggerating so you can see it's coming forward. So then when I try and do movements, that humerus catches, clicks, bothers. And so I did a video on my Instagram the other day of me doing the scapula circles, where I'm just trying to get reconnected to those muscles that are responsible for articulating that circular motion in my scapula. I can tell too when I'm pressing on this, the thing that's most challenging right now is keeping that in that position, because it's wanting to come out, and then I can just feel a little bit of that shoulder pain going on. Of course, this is where my physical therapy buddies would be like, This is where you shouldn't be loading. Just continue to focus on working on that scapula movement. That's where I'm stubborn. I want to do both. I think I could do both. Oh yeah. Stay salty. You drinking a warm grapefruit right now? Oh. Oh, okay. I was like, that's gross. My shoulders are a limiting factor right now. Motherfucker. Tell you the most frustrating part of this journey is not feeling 100%. I know that's the part that people probably appreciate, but I can't tell you how fucking frustrating it is. Okay, this is going to be the true test here. We're going to go real light. Just real light. Let's see if we can get some blood pumped in here, man. So what we're going to do going forward is I'm going to apply kind of our trigger session philosophy to my chest. So I'm not going to be doing any sets even close to failure. I'm not going to be lifting any dumbbells, barbells, any heavy weight. All cables, all bands, or all body weight. And I just want to hit the muscle frequently. So 3-4 times a week, basically every other day, just touching it and sending a signal there. Right now the goal is to just not let it atrophy any more than it already has and continue to facilitate recovery. And then maybe another week or two, we can really get after traditional chest stuff. So when doing like a trigger session philosophy, it's like I'm not trying to do a lot of damage. That's why we like bands or light cables or body weight. Just trying to get a pump, send a signal there, send some blood there. Not trying to do a lot of damage. We're doing 20 reps, so. Okay. I'm gonna do 2 more sets of that. So last couple workouts, I think You guys have seen me do more than 2 exercises. So part of that is I'm taking into account that I took more days off the last week than I usually do. So I actually got like 2 days off last week. So because of that, I'll just add a little volume here or there, not a lot. Area that I need to get better, that I'm not doing a lot of right now, is core and abs, or core and calves. I've only hit calves 3 times since we've started, and so it ends up being like on a day. Today would have been a good day. We don't have calf stuff here, but today would have been a good day, like do arms and calves. I like to use that like as a off of like hard lifting day, and then incorporate them. Something I need to get better at is adding more core, more calf stuff. We'll get there. I care about the big rocks right now though. Okay, let's get it. One more. So, a big part of me obviously wants to increase that weight. It feels so good. You'll notice though I'm starting to slow down the reps. Pause, isometric hold, pause, squeeze, isometric hold. So a way to intensify it without me adding load, because it is really easy. And again, part of me wants to challenge the muscle more, but not at the risk of injuring it again. So we'll stay light, utilize things like isometric, slowing the tempo down to increase the intensity without adding load and risk. Okay, last one. And that's how you increase that intensity without any more weight. Still make that shit hard. That's a wrap. Okay. Not a bad lift. Tomorrow we'll get after some deadlifts.
Adam, out of curiosity, just a question I had for myself.
Yeah.
What do you think of lifting and marijuana?
Lifting and marijuana? So I mean, of course I've tried all of it, right? So I think that I love it. I absolutely love it for cardio, endurance, and mobility stuff. So it helps me get into flow and relax and out of my head and like just into the movement. And if I'm doing something like an hour light jog or run, incredible. When I'm lifting and I want intensity and connection to the muscle, I don't find it very good. Although I've had buddies that like it, that they swear by it. But I never liked being high when I was lifting really heavy and getting after my intense lifting workouts. But I did love it for a 30-minute mobility session or a 1 hour on the treadmill. I love being high for that. So there's a place where you hear I use it for bulking. It's been one of my bulking hacks is I'll eat all my healthy meals, hit all the calories I need after dinner, smoke, and then it'll kick my appetite up again so I can go eat again. So I've used that in the past to really get my calories up.
For me, like, it slows the reps down, and I just really get like a good mind muscle connection.
See, some people say that. Some people like how it slows everything down and they cut out all the noise, but I don't feel like I like to be more amped when I'm lifting weights. I want to be amped when I'm lifting weights. I want to be more flow. Like I could see in jiu-jitsu being high. I would totally get high for that. Because you're rolling and it's more like a flow with it. Like that would be, I could see you doing that. But when I get ready, like obviously right now I'm not lifting like that. So I could be totally high lifting the way we're lifting right now. But once I start getting after it and I'm walking up to a bar with 500 pounds on it, like I want to be so and ready to go. Right now though, this is all easy stuff, you know? So I could be now. But then I don't like being high in the middle of the day. If I'm high in the middle of the day, then I'm like, after my high wears off, I'm like lethargic and I don't want to do anything. So I tend to save it for the nighttime. Oh, that felt good on the chest. That was a good sign.